Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and I'm gonna start posting videos only once a week, maybe twice a week. You might get lucky, but other than that, it's just gonna be once a week. And the only reason why is for that is because I am moving, so it's just gonna be a lot of work for me to do multiple days of making videos and stuff. It's gonna burn me out as well, so I would rather just do once or twice a week to make it easier for my life until I'm able to make more content. In this video, it's about God's timing and whether things are going to happen or not, or whether just trusting what the Lord has in store for you and what He wants you to do for your life. A lot of times it doesn't go for, a lot of times these videos, or not these videos, a lot of times during life, we don't get to decide what we get to do in our lives. We kind of have to follow what God has for us and where He's placing us and where He's going to put us. And there's always obviously a reason why things happen and why things don't happen as well. For me personally, like, it's hard to follow or let things happen on His timing. Was such a human, was so human that like we aren't able to understand or comprehend. We even try to, like, be patient about it as well. And things do happen for a reason. Like, obviously, like, if someone was supposed to be in your life, they're gonna be in your life. Like, they will continue to be in your life, like, you can't stop that from happening. But if someone was supposed to be in your life but now is out of your life, they're meant to be out of your life. They're not meant to come back, whether you like it or not. There's a lot that comes with that as well. Like, in your life, you could have someone who's like, yeah, like, this person's definitely meant for me, and like, I'm definitely meant to be like in this person's life, but why is my life changing so much? Why is it all of a sudden I have to move out? Why do I have to move to a different city or a place I've never been? We don't know why these happen, or why this person, not even just you, maybe the other person has to go. And you're like, I just met this person and I don't know what to do and stuff. And I'm obviously speaking off of my own experience as well, but we don't know why. We don't know why things happen. All we can do is trust that God has a plan and a reasoning. And at the end of the day, like, we're going to know that reasoning once we get to that spot. Oh, you guys are meant to split up right now, not because I want you guys to never be with each other ever. Maybe it's because I want you to try long distance, or to see if you're able to trust that I can bring you guys back together, or hey, you need to be alone with me right now, or other person needs to trust that whatever income or whatever thing that they're doing is going to actually like rise up and it's not going to plummet or anything. Obviously, these are scenarios that I know of that happen in people's lives or my personal life. I don't know what's happening in your life and what God is doing, but to be able to just trust His timing is really big and really important. His timing's never wrong and it's always going to happen. You do have to remember, like, back then, all the way in Genesis, there were a lot of things that happened on God's timing. And every single person in the book of the Bible has trusted His timing. Were they perfect at it? Probably not. Like, who was it that wanted to go, oh, like Abraham asked his wife to go have sex with someone else because he didn't trust God's timing on having his own child. And he messed that up. And now we're in a whole war between Israel and, the Middle East and Iran. Great. That's fantastic. But maybe that was meant to happen, Like, it does say in Proverbs, no, not Proverbs, Psalms, that everything happens for a reason. And not only that, that everything was planned out for your life before you were even born. Like, God knew. Imagine God's like looking at your face and like, He knows everything that's supposed to happen. He knows how badly you're going to sin, or like how many times you're going to mess up. It's like, good luck. He would never say good luck. He's obviously going to be like, I'm here with you and stuff. But imagine He looks at you when you're a baby and He knows that you're no longer going to follow Him in His life. Like, that's like crazy to me, right? But at the end of the day, it's on His timing, not ours. And we may think that, oh, this is definitely going to happen, or this is definitely going to, happen at this date and stuff, and we can predict whatever we want. But again, then it's just a prediction. It's just a prediction. It's not for real, or it's not for sure as well. And that's really difficult for a human. That's really hard for a human to understand. And he may give you visions and dreams and stuff like, this is gonna happen, this can happen. But even with those, he's not telling you the time. He's not telling you when it's going to happen and stuff. Again, it's all about trusting. Like, it's insane. Like, everything is about trusting and submitting to God and being able to be like, Lord, you're leading my life, and I put my full life into your hands. And all I can do right now is just trust that if I'm meant to go out there for a little bit and then come back, great. And I would do that. If I'm meant to break up with this person right now and never be back with them ever again, then I know that you have something better for me out there, and something that is worth my life. And I look at people's lives and I'm like, you were meant to not be together for a reason. Like, you were meant to split. You were meant to, like, not be, or like this person to disappear in your life and then come back. Like, we don't always understand why that happened, and we get frustrated pretty quickly, that's for sure. We get really frustrated and annoyed on why things happen and why we are like the ones suffering. I had a big problem with that, especially this week. Not an easy week for me. I was struggling bad. Like, I was like, Lord, why do you want me to move? Like, why? Like, I have a life here. Like, I literally have a whole community of people here. And I just started like getting like involved and making friends and stuff, and like I don't know why he wants me to move to a whole different state that I've never literally lived in. But again, I don't know how long I'm gonna be out there for. I don't know if I'm gonna really be out there for 2 years or 1 year. Who knows? I hope it's not really that long and I can come back and stuff. I hope it's not that long so I can come back and stuff. But it is pretty expensive out here, and like, he moves people in areas that we will never like understand, and it sucks because I'm not the type of person who wants to move. I like staying put. I like to be comfortable. Maybe he wants me to be uncomfortable. Maybe he wants me to like branch out and do other things. Well, I'm gonna have to figure that out when I get there and see why he has wanted me to move out there. But again, it's all in due time. It's all has to do with his timing, and we will never understand it or try to, we'll have a hard time with it for sure. But all I can say to you guys at the end of the day is just that you just pray about it. Have people pray for you. Have people help you out with everything. Have people literally like, hey, like, do you want to talk about this? Or talk to God yourself and be like, hey, Lord, I'm really struggling with this and I need your help. Can you help me with this? And he will. You'll break down in tears. You'll get frustrated. You won't like it. I've been there. And it's not going to be the first or the last time at all. It's your first time. I wish you luck. And I really hope that God is able to bring some blessings into your life. But if you are not like already been through this a million times and you're like, oh, I know how this goes, but you're still struggling, that's part of life. Like, you're going to still continue to struggle with these types of changes and things that are going to happen. But the one thing I can tell you is that you have to submit to God, because that's showing obedience and that's obeying him. And a lot of great things will come from that when you obey and submit and listen to God. It's not going to be an easy thing, and we don't like to submit to anything because that means we have to commit to it as well. And committing is like a big step into your whatever life that you're in, or whatever season life you're in. That's a big commitment. Marriage is a big commitment. Getting into dating is a big commitment. Long distance is a big commitment. Having to move to a whole new area is a big commitment. A new job is a big commitment. New friends, new community is a big commitment. And who knows, like, we don't know what's going to happen out there. I really hope that I do have good friends and stuff. That's what I really hope, honestly. But it's really funny because, like, I was talking to my parents and they're like, yeah, like you could find your spouse. I think I already found him here in this area. I just think it's not a time to, like, I don't know, date or something. Who knows what's gonna happen in the next like few days. I literally have 3 weeks to figure out what's gonna happen and how to get a job and stuff. But if I don't, I'm moving. And I feel like I'm meant to move, but I also feel like I'm meant to be here too. Like, I think it can go both directions. Like, stay here or stay there. Stay here or go there. Like, it really depends. But I feel like, you know what? We'll try this whole move thing. Let's see how it goes. If it doesn't go well, I might fight someone. I'm going to beat someone up. My family members, because they dragged me over here. But it's not always a bad thing either. Sometimes it's a good thing, and you have to see the bigger picture. You have to see the positive inside of it. I know it's really hard to see the positive and not be negative about things, but you have to see the positive. That's the only way you're gonna like live like Christ. Like, no matter what, like even when Jesus predicted his death, he saw the positive of it. He knew he was gonna be resurrected. He knew he was going to be able to be risen from the dead and defeat death. He defeated Satan. He defeated death for all of us. He saved every single one of our sins so we can live eternally. He knew that, but he also kept having a positive attitude about it the entire time and showing to his disciples, like, hey, I know you might be scared of this, but I'm not. If I'm not, you shouldn't be either, because I'm the one that's happening to me. If I see something and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, it's gonna be difficult, but you know what? I love it. If you show everyone else that you hate it and stuff, that makes everyone be concerned for you, which is my problem because I kind of was doing that for a while. But now I'm realizing, you know, I want to tell people, like, you know what, this could be a good reason, a good thing. And I still want to keep in touch with you, or keep in touch with people, your friends, your community, whatever. Don't keep in touch with someone who's not meant to be in your life. Please don't be like that. Just let them live their life and stuff. But pray that their life is going great, and pray that your life is going to go in a different direction than you didn't think it would. But for sure, having a best and positive attitude about it will help you, like, and your friends and everyone else understand why this is happening, so they don't have to be so concerned for you, for sure. And then obviously living like Christ, it's not gonna be easy, but also having people pray for you is really great. So like asking for prayer, don't be scared to. People are more than happy to pray for you and what's happening in your life. So for sure, let them be able to do that for you, so you can get some clarity and you can get some, you know, peace with it as well, because it's always going to be a big and hard decision in your life, whatever is happening. A new baby, a new job, marriage, moving, you can name literally anything. Like even baptism and stuff, and like your child getting dedicated at the church, anything honestly, like, is a big step for anyone's life. So for sure, asking for prayer, getting people to help you out in your community. But at the end of the day, guys, you have to go to God about all of this stuff to get peace, to get clarity, to get any answers that you need. And God is more than happy to answer to you multiple times. He can answer you so many times. It really doesn't matter. If you keep asking the same prayer, He's still going to answer. So I hope you have a great day. And I will see you in the next video. I don't know when that's going to be, but I'm hoping it's pretty soon. And please just continue to pray and ask the Lord for guidance and for Him to lead in your life, because that's really the best way. And continue to submit and obey God, because that's the only way that you're going to ever survive, is you submit to God and let Him know what's happening in your life and how you're feeling about it as well. Peace. Turn off.